Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It's Camille here, your Go Set and Go Get and Go coach, back with another motivational video. As you can see, the sun is shining bright and it is beautiful here in Florida. It's about 85 degrees today. And I know it's not like that everywhere because I've been hearing about storms on the news and tornadoes and just really crazy weather, definitely across the U.S., but in other parts of the world as well. So I'm sending out prayers to everyone who may be in the midst of that horrible weather. But I tell you what, I'm definitely counting my blessings for having some beautiful weather today. So it's been a minute, a few weeks since I posted a video, but I want to continue with my video series that I started, where I said I would be doing 4 videos in a series on a specific topic. And so last month, January, my videos were about, the topic was growth mindset. So if you haven't seen those videos, you can go back and watch those videos on my YouTube page. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my videos if you enjoy them, and drop comments in the comment boxes if you have any ideas or questions or suggestions for topics that you would like to hear me discuss. I try to cover topics that interest, a lot of people, or that I feel that may help people in their daily lives. So, like I said, if you have any topics or suggestions, please feel free. So, today is like a therapy day for me. I'm sitting out here by the pool because, every day is not a nice day. It was raining yesterday and it may rain tomorrow. So, every time there's some sunshine or some beautiful weather, you can definitely find me out in it. And so, this is my therapy for today. But for my motivational topics, my topic for this next series, the next 4 videos, I want to discuss mental health. And I feel that that's a very important topic because these are challenging times that we're living in with the coronavirus and people experiencing health issues and financial challenges. I think it's very important to stay ahead of your mental health and to make sure that you're doing some things that are going to contribute towards your mental wellness. Um, Depression. I feel that many of us utilize the term depression very loosely and without even thinking about what it means. If you think about clinical depression has to be diagnosed by a mental health professional. And so clinical depression is a significant impairment in your daily activities. It causes a significant impairment in your daily activities. And so with clinical depression, your neural, circuits are affected, greatly affected. And so there are some serious and very real changes that has taken place in your brain if you are diagnosed with clinical depression. And so it's not something that you can turn on and turn off. But many of us use the term depressed. I'm depressed. I think I'm suffering from depression. And so I think that we have to be very careful and conscious about how we're using that. And you want to be careful not to label yourself as clinically depressed, because that's a very serious issue. And sometimes we have bad days or challenging days, or we might have days that we feel down and depressed, but you just want to make sure that you're not labeling yourself as clinically depressed or chronically depressed, unless your daily activities are being affected on a consistent basis. Clinical depression is not something that's temporary. It's not something that you just bounce in and out of. Oh, this week I'm depressed, and I haven't been depressed for a month, but next month, I'll be depressed again. And that's not to be confused with moodiness. Sometimes, we're moody and we just don't feel like being bothered. We don't feel like being around people. We don't want to be social. We don't may not want to participate in activities, or it's okay to want alone time. Sometimes you just want to be alone. You want to be to yourself. But don't confuse that with being clinically depressed or suffering from chronic depression. Sometimes you could be moody for different reasons. As you know, there are different hormones in our bodies and different times of the month that make us, moody, or might seem like we're depressed or we're feeling down, but those are just those chemicals, imbalances that we experience throughout the month. But if by chance you are feeling depressed, you have to think about the things that help bring you out of that depressed state. Maybe make a list. This is something that I do, and I'm sharing things that I do, practical things that work for me and that I know have worked for other people. But make a list of 10 things that make you happy, or, 10 things that lift your spirit when you're feeling down. That's not exactly the same as a gratitude list. You can also make a gratitude list, which is writing down a list of things that you're thankful for. And that'll sometimes help to remind you that you have things to be grateful and thankful for, and help move you out of that depressed state that you may be in temporarily. But also making a list of things that you can do that actually lift your spirits and make you happy. And then you start feeling depressed or feeling down, go and do something on that list. For example, I've been really overwhelmed this week, not necessarily depressed, because I don't want to just claim that depressive state, but it's just been an overwhelming week. I'm still here in Gainesville. Thankfully, my son has been discharged from the hospital, so we're living in an apartment complex locally because we have to stay close to the hospital following the bone marrow transplant. So I'll probably be here in Gainesville for another month or so. But one of the things that helps me decompress and unwind and feel a sense of joy is coming outside in the sun and sitting by the water. So I love water and I love outdoors and sunshine and fresh air. So when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I come out here and decompress, and I start feeling, you know, joyful or happy or energetic again. And so make your list of 10 things that you can do or that you enjoy doing that lift your spirits. It may be watching a movie, taking a walk, or doing a crossword puzzle, something that gives you a sense of joy, or just lifts your spirits and makes you feel excited about life. And so with that, I'm going to end this video, but this is a series, so this is the first one of the series about the topic of mental health. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to hear more, or you have any ideas, please follow this video, share, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will be back in a few days with part 2 to mental health.